Hello there, it is me, Tarman, and welcome back. I am back. I did just come back from a vacation. It was my honeymoon. I just got married, so today we're going to be making a Space Marine, a first generation Space Marine that got converted to Primaris, but liked his armor so much, he wanted to keep parts of it. So let's hop into this.
So, this is the Space Marine body we're going to be using. You might find this from the Black Templars box. I just made molds of it, that's why he's just kind of a solid piece. But this is what we're going to be using for the base. Then I have some Dark Angels OG Space Marine bits, along with a helmet to go with it. This is the armor I want to use. Then obviously take the Primaris pack, and I believe this is a Grey Knight power pack, but we're just going to be taking elements of this and putting it on there. Like, he is converting his old stuff with his new stuff. Then I just got a Dark Angel sword. And then I believe this is from the Assault Intercessor Squad. Just a ammo hand, but I am going to be getting rid of the hand and replacing it with just this open Space Marine hand. Then just other miscellaneous bits. I got this cool face. I'm not exactly sure what box this is from, but I really liked the look of it. And then I just have other little mini miscellaneous bits, like cool gun holster, ammo pouch, and then etc. Purity seals, and there's other little bits to do it. But other things you'll need, obviously you'll need a razor, snippers, probably super glue or plastic glue, but I'm just going to be using super glue for this, and green stuff, because we are going to be doing some sculpting here. So first order of business, the first thing that I'm really going to be doing is removing this chest piece, but I'm just going to modify it. If you just have the regular plastic bit, it's a little easier, because all you have to do is just get rid of the front chest plate. And I'm just going to be replacing the front chest plate with this. So it'll sit over there like that. But I'm going to be adding in like these cool welds. So like he welded his armor together. And yeah, so first thing to do, let's hack this guy apart. Okay, and then you should be left with something like this. If you have the plastic kit, this is a lot easier to do, but this is a resin, so it's a little harder. But what you will need is the back plate of the Primaris and the front plate of the Space Marine. And we're just going to join those together, but you will have to remove that belt buckle and belt, because obviously with the Primaris Marine, their chest is a little bit longer. But that's easy. All we got to do is just come in with a little razor and just snip it off. So let's do that. Alrighty, so that's cut. So all we got to do now is just glue these two together. It's not going to be perfect at the moment, but that is where the putty work will come in. And I'm also going to take the original belt buckle and put it over that belt buckle. But I'll modify it to where you don't have that tassel over. So yeah, so I'm going to add that real quick and glue that together. So, and there we are. These come together so far. So we're going to set this to the side right now. And we're going to hop over to the power packs. So my idea is I am just going to cut it in half and then cut around that and just put the top of this power pack onto this one. So it goes boop. So let's cut it. And you should end up with something like that. And all you got to do is just trim it to get it to fit in there correctly. So that's what I'm going to do. Then boop. So just glue it together. Alright, so now we're going to hop back to the torso. So we need to mix up some green stuff. I'm just going to mix up a little bit, and we're going to start sculpting and putting the guy together. All right, so now that we got this green stuff on there, now we have to go in and sculpt in all the detail. And then on the sides, I'm going to add in a slant and add in a weld bead in there. And all I'm going to do is probably going to take this and push into it to show how the front plate was welded onto the primaris armor. So sit back and just watch me sculpt this little dude. And there we are. You see the weld in the old armor? So now really the next thing to do, let's do his arms. And I have this armor here that I'm going to use. I just need to add some putty and stuff to add in that joint for right there. But the other one is going to be holding a helmet. So I'm just going to have to add in a little bit more putty to it and take off the hand so the helmet's there. Oh, and I'm going to glue these onto there to the side to give them some armor plating. So let's hop into that. Alright, we're going to do one arm at a time. So I have the sword arm ready to go, but obviously needs some putty. So let's mix up some more green stuff and fix that hand and his armpit. And there we are. So now let's do the other arm. So first thing we need to do is get rid of that hand. So I'm just gonna cut it out. So let's do that. And there we are. So here's the helmet. We're just gonna get that to fit in just right, if I can do it without my fingers in the way. And the hand, where he's just carrying it. So let's try to glue that together where it's not so awkward. Boop. And there we are. Very awkward to get that together, but now we just need to putty it. So we're just going to do the same thing that we did to this arm. And there we are. Now he's pretty much puttied up. So now it's time to glue on some bits. So let's add some stuff on his belt. I'm thinking we add this pouch and that little talisman. Then we'll glue on his power pack, and I got these two nice shoulders and some purity seals. So let's glue these on. And there we are. I really do like how this guy turned out. First generation Space Marine transformed into a primaris, but he loved his armor too much, so he just spliced them both together. He is a Dark Angel too, by the way, obviously, but yeah. Now he just needs a base, really. That's kind of the angle I want him at. But oh yeah, I think he turned out really nice. So let's make a base for him. Alrighty, so now I got this like cool little Forge World base. Or maybe he's inside of like an abandoned ship. Nothing's glued on yet, but I think I'm gonna add some dirt in there too. So I'm going to glue this together and then glue the figure on and add a little bit of dirt around there too. So let's do that. And there we are. Now what I'm just going to do is prime him, and that's pretty much it. If you guys would like to see me paint him, just let me know, but that's it. So without further ado,
Well, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I definitely enjoyed making this guy. He was kind of inspired from Captain Rex from Star Wars, you know, taking that Mark 1 armor and cutting it up, taking the best parts and putting it on the Mark 2. So this first generation Space Marine who's getting converted, like the elements of his armor and wanted to convert it into primaris armor. So that is where I got this idea. I hope you guys definitely enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed doing this little kit bash and had lots of fun. But without further ado, enjoy this little montage.